What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday, and y'all know what that means. That means we're gonna have us a good old time tonight. I am your host, Emmanuel Eman Noisette, and I want to thank y'all for taking the time to hang out with your boy. Right now, in case you're new, we are going to be breaking down and talking about a lot of the news from earlier in the week in the entertainment realm. I will give you my thoughts, comments, and opinions. And the folks in the chat, the E-fam, they will also be chiming in. And I strongly urge for any of you to do that as well. And all you got to do for free is go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you too will become an honorary member of the E-fam and the E-chat. And that is all you have to do. I'm telling you, it's super easy. And here's the thing, even if you're not watching live, shout out to you guys out there in the replay gang. I also really appreciate y'all taking the time to watch this as well. Let's see. So let us first kick this off with who is here tonight. I like to see the people that get here first so I can give them some quick shout outs before we can get started with all the news. I got Allie Girl here. Thank you so much. Oh, your birthday. Let's see. Oh, okay, that's October 6th. I thought you were gonna say your birthday was coming up, but that's coming up later. We'll get to it, and I'm sure we'll be here to wish you a happy birthday. But thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Ism Schism, what is going on? Man, don't even get me started on Fast X. I don't want to do it. I let it all out on my review, which, in case you missed it, I posted my spoiler-free review of Fast X. Go watch it if you want. Go check it out. You know, just I'm trying to calm down. But thank you so much for that. Dorian, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Come through. We got the vets in the building. Deborah, thank you so much. Appreciate you being here. Team Tech Boy, what is going on? And congrats to you. I believe you were you got accepted in, forgive me if I'm wrong with this, it was like a Steve Harvey technology camp or something like that. Whatever it was, congratulations to you, young man. I'm really proud of you. Good job on that. Minister Crush, thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. Rachel, good to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. Toby, what is up? How are you? My man Dexter Reason, what's going on? Oh, you doing the replay game? All good. Thank you so much. My man Didier is in the building. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. All the way from the far east. Wait, is that east? No, I think that's east. Okay, I don't know, but you far away from me. But thank you so much, Maha Son, being in here tonight. Really appreciate you. It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. What's going on? My man Bo is in the building. What's going on, brother? Thank you so much. 60 plus reviews is here. Come on now. Y'all already know what it is. Ms. Harper. Good to see you, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. Wait, where we go? Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I clicked it already. There she go. Ms. Harper. You know we can't miss that. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Let's see. Plush, what is going on? Thank you so much for being here too. Kimmy J, always a pleasure. Thank you so much. Who is it? Jesus or Jesus? What is up? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Trees, hello. Good to see you. My man, Jason Rodriguez. Come on, man. It just wouldn't be a good live if we didn't have my man here. Thank you so much for being here as well. So me, hello. Thank goodness it is Friday. Yes, indeed. Rhonda, hello. Good to see you, homie. Thank you for being here. My man Gray is back. Always a pleasure. Treble Clef, hello. Good to see you. Who else am I missing? There we go. I see the homie Tyra's here. Come on through. I hope you had a great week as well. Corey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Shauna, thank you so much for being here. I'm glad we missed you for a minute, but I'm glad you're back. Always a pleasure. Theo, what's up, man? How are you? My man Nelson V still got Blade 1 and 2 and the Raid 1 and 2 on the watch list. TikTok. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Rebecca, good to see you too. Oh, I'm so glad that you made a live, and shout out to those of you that are out of school as well. I know it was a long journey, but you made it. Summertime is here. Mama J is in the building. Hello. Always a pleasure. Thank you so much. My man CJ is back. Good to see you. Alexander, hello. Good to see you too. Stephanie, come through with the mod squad. Appreciate you. Andrew, what is up? How are you? Let's see. Jennifer, hello. Good to see you. The homie, Zia Latrice, hello, ma'am. Good to see you. My man, Kenny, what's up? How are you? Leo, good to see you. Thank you so much. I hope you watched the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. The other Rebecca, hello. Good to see you. And you're right. This is the way. Appreciate you for being here. Raymond, what's up? How are you? Young T'Challa, what is up? Metal X, I see you. Corey Camp, hello. Who else I got? On my square. I'm gonna go a little faster. On my square. Adam, what's up? Tony, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure. Batman is in the building. Warren, hello. Mikkel, hello. My man D Steels. Come on, we going through with the old school vets. Marsha Reese with the My Squad coming through. Tanya, what's going on? Y'all, man, it's always so good to see you. Cal Payne. I love it. Come on, we got Mo Mind Squad with the SJ Evans in the building. Thank you so much, my man, Mr. Bobby Wright. Yes. I love it. Poor man investing. I see you too. And T Mac, what is up? And shout out to everyone that has been able to make it out tonight. I really do appreciate y'all taking that time because it really means a lot to me because y'all could be anywhere else, but you decided to be here and to have some fun. So I appreciate y'all for real. All right, let's see. We got our first comment. What we got? LOL, that Fast X rant though. Any Kang news? Yes, hold on. Let me get this for you since you asked so nicely. But yes, I did kind of go off on Fast X. And the thing is, I tried to do it in a respectable way. Again, I want y'all to just know this. Whenever y'all hear me going in on something, it's not because I hate it, right? Like the things that I don't like, I usually don't talk about. I usually skip them entirely because I don't like them, right? Like I don't cover things I don't like. But sometimes I get tricked. Sometimes I get bamboozled into something like the Fast Furious, franchise. I love the first five movies. I was in there. I was fully invested. I liked what they did with the seventh movie with Paul Walker going away, but like I was so deep in the game, I couldn't get out. So now when I talk about the franchise, it's like through tough love. It's like, yo, y'all suck. And I'm telling you suck because I want you to be great because I know you could be great. But as for Kang news, there's nothing really major going on. No pun intended. But I don't even know if y'all want to count this as news. I mean, it's not really news, but maybe. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but since he made a nice donation, I'm going to go ahead and throw this up there just real quick. But your boy Jonathan Majors, apparently he got everything is good with him. Everything is looking real good because it looks like him and Megan Good appear to be dating. And some of the speculation was maybe she the one that was being texted when the whole incident happened? Don't know. But those are questions people are asking. So that's the only Kang news that we got so far. No, wait, I lied. We do have some other Kang news. It's a little bit different, but I'm gonna save that for the end. So don't you worry, I'll get there. Thank you so much again, JN. I appreciate you. Whoa, hold on now. W, what's going on? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Jeez Louise. Woo, coming through with that soup. Oh my God. Yo, thank you so much. Like that is beyond generous. Thank you for real. That wow. That's very, very kind of you to support the channel like that. I really do appreciate it. Let's see. My gosh, that was amazing. Let's see. Puma Lee, my man, what's up? What's up, E-Man and E-Vengers? This Freaky Friday. What do you mean the live chats has moved? Is YouTube pranking us? Nelson Ray, stop playing MK1. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't moved the live chats. Now I might shift the time. Like earlier today, the kids had to get situated with food, so I couldn't start it at 7. I did put up a poll like last week or whatever. Just wanted to see, if like people wanted to maybe see the live happen on Saturday. Because if I could get more people to watch, live, that'd be great. That's the whole reason why I take the time out my day to sit down with y'all and chat, But if Friday works for everybody, hey, then that's just what we gonna stick with. But nah, everything so far is gonna stay just as it is until further notice. But thank you so much, Puma. I appreciate you. Tony coming through. What's going on? What are some movies that you and your daughter like to watch together? And what do you allow her to watch if you feel comfortable answering that? Actually, I don't have a problem answering that. So first and foremost, I'm probably more on the conservative side when it comes to what my kids, all of them, are able to watch. I'll watch, almost any Disney movie with the youngest kids, right? Like my 9-year-old, my 5-year-old, my 6-year-old. We'll watch whatever, Disney movie, but I usually like to make sure that it is subject matter and age appropriate, because as a parent, if I'm not in the position to educate them and let them know, like let's just say they're talking about a difficult subject. I don't know, whatever it is, my friend died, something like that, right? Like Up, like sometimes you have to make sure that the kids are emotionally ready and that I have enough, that I'm equipped to actually talk to them about that stuff, me or my wife, right? So that's what I do. Now for my oldest daughter, she's like 15. We watch almost all the MCU movies together. Sometimes she'll want to see like some other, girly stuff or whatever. I let her go watch that with my wife, but even with that, like I try to make sure that it's age appropriate, like, and again, this doesn't have to be anybody else's philosophy, it's just mine. I'm not I understand how media works on the brain, especially at a young age. And I do believe that the more you allow children to watch a certain type of content, the more normalized and desensitized they get to it. So, am I gonna let her watch something with some curse words? Okay, fine. It's not a big deal. She sees that stuff on the internet all day. Am I gonna have her go watching something, with a whole bunch of blood and gore? No, because I don't want her to get used to that. I don't want her to be desensitized to stuff like that. So like again, it's a fine line. More often than not, I will pre-watch, or I'll at least have a better idea of what we're gonna watch beforehand, and that's what we'll do. But thank you so much. That was a long answer. And again, look, my parenting style does not have to be y'all's. If y'all do something else, y'all whatever, but that's just how I go about it. Thank you so much for that, Tony. Appreciate you. My man Didier. I think the Fast franchise is that kid that every teacher thinks has potential, but stays at a C student. Yeah, like the Fast franchise is kind of like, it's kind of like that little kid in school that just likes to do bad things. Like they just like to do bad things with their friends, smoking cigarettes, you know what I'm saying, and just being bad for no reason. And all they have to do is just do their homework. Just turn it in. Look, no one's asking for A's. No one is asking for A's from the Fast Five, Fast X. No one. However, they continuously decide to do the wrong assignments. Okay? Just every single time. You be like, yo, I asked you 2 + 2. Why did you put Georgia? Like, what is happening here? There's no reason why you put Georgia for a math problem. That's the issue with Fast X. I don't understand it. I don't know, but you're right. Thank you so much for that, Diddy. I appreciate you. And yes, my wife is a teacher, so I had to make sure I went along with that analogy a little bit more as she stands here and gives me the teacher eyes, because she's frustrated because it's almost summer vacation, but she's not there yet. It's almost there. 8 days. 8 days. 8 days. Thank you so much, Diddy. I appreciate you. Ms. Makiba, what is going on? Hey, E-Man and E-Vengers, happy Malcolm X Day, and right back at you. Thank you so much for celebrating that and letting everybody know. Appreciate you, Ms. Makiba. Puma back at it. That's a major good thing. I hope he gets K. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is good for him, Mr. Majors. And yeah, I hope that I hope all of this stuff works out for him, but we'll see. We'll let it play out. All right, let's jump into some of these topics that we got for tonight. We're gonna kind of go through a couple of them. And I'm gonna try not to hold y'all too long. I'm gonna try. I know I say that all the time, but I really do try. Ma'am, over here talking about some lies. I don't lie to the people. First of all, let's start off with the bad news. We just lost another legend, and that is the legendary actor and activist and NFL player, Mr. Jim Brown. He has passed away at the age of 87. And this guy, you as an NFL player, he was a phenom. He was out here just demolishing people as he played in the Cleveland Browns, but he was also one of those athletes that really decided to make a mark in the entertainment industry. You could see him in movies like The Dirty Dozen. He was in Any Given Sunday, The Running Man, Mars Attacks. He Got Game. The list goes on and on. And of course, my man was also a civil rights activist, fighting for equality when it came to Black people. So, his contributions on and off the field are absolutely going to be missed. And I definitely appreciate what he did do for equality and what he presented on the big screen. So rest in peace to Jim Brown. Rest in power. You will be missed. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you, and love and condolences to all the friends and family involved. All right, let's move on. Next up, we got a Karate Kid update. Now, I know a lot of y'all have watched Cobra Kai. Personally, I have not watched Cobra Kai. So I have not been heavily invested in it. I think I watched only part of the first season. I watched only part. So I'm way behind. But if y'all recall, we did also have the remake of the movie, and that was with Jackie Chan and with Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. And the movie was okay. From what I remember, it was okay. I don't remember it being something like crazy amazing. The only thing I could quote to you right now is Jaden Smith when he was just like, I want to go home. I want to go home. Like, that's all I remember from the movie. And the wax on, wax off, of course. But it looks like we do have an update, and that is that Jackie Chan is going to return in the next Karate Kid movie, according to a latest report. It says here, according to the report, the legendary action star is expected to reprise his role as Mr. Han from 2010's Karate Kid, a remake of the original 1984 film. It also goes on to say not much is known about the film except that it's billed as a return to the original Karate Kid franchise. This means that Mr. Han and maybe even Dre Parker would somehow have to be tied into a greater Karate Kid universe, which also includes the hit Netflix series Cobra Kai. All right, interesting. So that is very interesting that we might get this next Karate Kid movie. Mr. Han, aka Jackie Chan, is also going to come back, and it might tie into Cobra Kai. Maybe you see Jaden Smith pop up on Cobra Kai, maybe in the final series. Maybe it leads to a spinoff or something where everybody else ties into that movie. Who knows? But y'all let me know. Are you excited about this news? I mean, I've been a Jackie Chan fan from so way back, right? Like, I think the first thing I ever seen him in might be Super Cop, and maybe even before then, I don't remember. No, what was it? No, it was Rumble in the Bronx. Like, I was a fan of him when he wasn't even speaking English. Okay. And then it made me want to go back and watch some of his old films even back then. So anything he's in at this point, I'm here for it. But I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The Karate Kid franchise has not grabbed me the same way. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's terrible. Cobra Kai has been getting a lot of praise. I'm just saying it hasn't grabbed me to the point where I got to drop everything and go watch it. But I'm interested if a good trailer drops. I'd like to see what direction they take. I'd like to see the story. Is it going to be something different? But anyway, y'all let me know. How do you feel about it? What are you thinking about Jackie Chan coming back? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My man Mike, what's going on, brother? Made it. Playing football with my boys and my knee exploded like it was on Fast X. Hot dang. Man, you just triggered me right there because that's exactly how I blew out both my knees. I was playing football, man. Listen, let's see. First time was in high school, and I ripped the ligament, and then the next time, I think I was playing I think it was like intramural or something, and I popped the patellar tendon. Then I popped the other patellar tendon, and no, that was for baseball. Yeah, man. Listen, I understand, bro. We getting old. Okay, listen. I don't know about you. I'm getting old. I can't even look at football without feeling a little tinge in my knee, just a little, But get better, and hopefully your knees don't explode like them helicopters. That's when it's gonna get real bad. That's when it would get real bad. Let's see. So we talked about the writer's strike and all that, but there is potential for an actor's strike. I've told y'all this, that what's going on with the WGA is one thing, but because the entire industry, the whole landscape of film, TV, and entertainment has changed with streaming, a lot of the rules have changed. A lot of the residuals, the way people are making money, the way studios are making money has changed. And that's why you're getting a lot of strikes happening. So just like the WGA, the Writers Guild, SAG-AFTRA is also they're lining up to take action as well, because they're also in talks and negotiation with the producers. It says far ahead of the union's start date for negotiations, the National Board of SAG-AFTRA has decided to order a strike authorization vote. Now, this does not trigger an actual strike, but this is just like what happened with the Writers Guild, where they have to vote on whether they will strike and whether striking is an option. But it's looking like they strike and strike hard if the producers and studios don't want to play ball. So they're putting this on the table, basically. And as you guys know, these strikes, they have consequences. And one of the consequences right now is the Penguin, and that is from the Batman spinoff at WB. That is the one starring Colin Farrell right now. That is part of the WGA strike, but they have gotten to the point where they are stopping and disrupting production. All right. And it says here, let's start off with the Tuesday update first. It says here, we see that the show starring Colin Farrell was set to film today in Westchester, New York by WGA East picketers. But the picketers got there early, and Teamsters and local guilds refused to cross the picket line. As a result, filming of the Batman spinoff series was shut down for the day on Tuesday. Now we have an update for Friday. Following the Penguin location shoot shut down on Tuesday, the WGA picketers also got to the show's sites ahead of the crews on Wednesday, both for the on-location shoot at a church in Harlem and the set at Silver Cup North. No filming was done on that day. All in all, the Batman spinoff starring Colin Farrell was dark Tuesday through Thursday for this week, with the show back up and shooting smaller scenes today in Brooklyn. So what does all this mean? That means that the studio's losing money. Okay, I've told y'all this before. It's one thing if the writers are not writing. Y'all can go get some AI. Y'all can go get some outsource, across the seas, type of writers or whatever. But if people not showing up for work because they don't want to cross the picket line, they don't want to interfere with it. You don't have a light guy show up. You don't have the sound guy show up. You don't have the DP show up, the key grip, the makeup. If people don't show up for work, you not shooting nothing. And time is money for these producers. All that time they have to spend on renting and paying these people out, and no work is getting done, and schedules are getting delayed. Yo, that's a way to hit them in the pockets. That is a way to hit them where it hurts. So, right now the WGA is leveraging their I think this is their best weapon at this point. Because again, just because they stop writing, yeah, the quality of shows might go down, but people still might tune in and that still might make them money, for the studios. But if you want the studios to listen, you got to hit them pockets. And that right there is definitely going to be one way to do it. And, look, the Penguin is not the only one that's being affected by this. We also got Mando. That's right. The Mandalorian is also reportedly going to be delayed for season 4, likely due to the writer's strike. According to sources, the Disney Plus series will likely push the start of production for season 4. While not officially announced, the fourth season has been fully expected. Series creator Jon Favreau confirmed earlier this year that the scripts for the new installment had all been completed. All right. Well, there is the possibility that they are delaying this production, mainly for trying to like hit that overlap, right? So but at the same time, who knows? Maybe they don't want to like have their production delayed the same way with the Penguin, but they might be also hoping that if we delay production, maybe that'll kind of buy us some time. Maybe this whole thing will fizzle out, and then when we do start, it's all good. But earlier we did, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I did share with you all that Jon Favreau had already written the script for season 4 of The Mandalorian. But the only difference now is, and I don't know if he's part of a guild or not. It's kind of hard to, I don't know that for sure. But I don't believe he's gonna be able to write anything like improv or changes until the strike is done. Again, I don't know if you have to be part of the guild to respect the strike or if that's a Hollywood industry. I don't know. But either way, the Mandalorian has also been affected by this. So y'all let me know, how do you feel about the actors potentially going on strike as well? How do you feel about the Penguin, getting delayed, and the Mandalorian also being affected? Please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right. Let's see. My man Didier, what you got? Yeah, I'm voting yes on the authorization. That's correct. You are a part of SAG-AFTRA. So yeah, hey, listen, if I was a part of it, I vote yes too. So I totally feel with you. I totally feel you. I stand with y'all. I stand with the writers. I stand with the DGA. I stand with all these people that are creatives, because honestly, without them, I wouldn't even have this show right now. Right? I wouldn't even have this opportunity to talk to y'all, because if the people ain't acting, if they not writing, if they not directing, we won't have nothing. Right? We don't have anything except for books. And who reads books nowadays? No, I'm just playing. Go read a book. But thank you so much, Didier. I appreciate you. Let's see, Ms. McKeever, what you got? Strike, strike again. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Listen, I'm do it, because at the end of the day, I just want this to get resolved. I need it to just get resolved so we can get back to business and get back to the shows and get back to the movies and everything that mattered. That's everything. That's all I want. That's it. Let's see. Thank you again so much for that. Let's see. Woo! Now look at this. Look at this. This is a little quick update, but I just wanted to give it props. John Wick. Woo, who would have thought it? But my man John Wick done hit a Billy. That's right. John Wick, for the franchise crosses the 1 billion global mark. It says here that John Wick is officially $1 billion franchise. Ticket sales for the Keanu Reeves led action series have surpassed 1 billion at the worldwide box office, and with its tally standing at 1.011 billion across 4 films. And I just want to say, this is what I like to see. And this is what I hope that future independent franchises can do, because Nobody, and you lying if you said you thought this. Nobody thought after watching the first John Wick that we was gonna get 4 movies, that they was gonna take the action up every single time, that they were gonna redefine the action genre, and to have $1 billion across all of the films. Nobody would have thought that. Nobody would have thought that. So I'm glad that John Wick is showing that you don't have to explode helicopters every other time, or be all about family just to have a successful franchise. You don't have to do that. You can just stick to a very simple story, stick to a very simple basic concept with the character, and you can have good high octane stunts, and it's just as enjoyable. So congratulations to John Wick. I'm just happy that they did that. I thought that it was pretty cool. But y'all let me know, what do you think about John Wick as a franchise hitting the Billy? I'm just proud of it because I was there from the beginning. I'm just happy to see I feel like it's the little guy winning. But anyway, y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. Black Cinema, what you got? If you didn't know, the writing acting guilds in the UK, Australia, and Asia will stand in solidarity with the US, so there will be no outside help. Yo, I did not know that. That is fantastic. That is awesome. And I'm very, very happy to hear that, because what did we talk about a week ago or so? It was Zaslav or somebody. It was or maybe it was the Paramount CEO. Somebody was talking about they was going to outsource or whatever and look overseas for writers. So if everybody stands in solidarity, all it takes is one to fall. If one person crosses that line and falls, then it's gonna mess it up for everybody. But if everybody stands together, that could be really powerful, and we can get back to business. But man, Black Cinema, thank you so much for letting me know that. I really appreciate you for that update. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, yes. I do like this update. We got a Mortal Kombat 2 update. Now, one second here. I have been a very big fan when it comes to Mortal Kombat, and I've told y'all this in the past, the 94 movie, whenever that came out, 93, 94. I loved it. I still love it to this day. It is one of my favorite video game adaptation movies. I know it's dated. I don't care. They followed it and I was cool with it. And then Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, that was huff. It was huff. It wasn't that good. I still watched it, but it wasn't that good. And then they did the remake. And the remake, it had some good stuff in there. I mean, Scorpion was great. The first 15 minutes was great. They knocked it out the park with Sub-Zero, but dang it, Cole dragged the whole movie down. Nobody likes Cole. I wasn't that hard on Cole, but I understood why Cole didn't work also. And they didn't even have a tournament. Like, it's literally called Mortal Kombat. It's called Mortal Kombat because that's the name of the tournament that y'all didn't have for the first movie of the actual remake. So, there were a lot of problems with that remake. But they did, start to do a sequel, and we got some news. The teaser from the last movie was, here comes Johnny Cage. Okay, and we just heard not too long ago that Carl Urban has been cast as Johnny Cage. Now, again, not my first pick, right? Like, I'm not saying he can't act the role, because the dude is talented as an actor, but they made a choice, and I was getting a little concerned about, are y'all just chasing names and faces? Now, before I get to that, we do have another update, and that is we got another casting of who's going to be in it. And I actually like this choice. And y'all let me know how you feel about it. But we got the new person who's going to play Jade, and that is none other than Tati Gabrielle. She is going to play Jade in Mortal Kombat 2. Listen, let me just say this. I am a fan of Tati Gabrielle. I mean, she was in that heist movie that just came out on Netflix. She's been in I think Sabrina. She was also in Uncharted. She's also in You on Netflix. First of all, she looks the part. She like looks department, she's got it. Okay. Now, can she fight? I don't know. But then again, that's what you got stunt doubles for. You got stunt doubles to go ahead and do all the fighting, put your mask on, let them go do the work. But I do really like her for her acting ability. I do think that she can bring something nice to the role. You have my attention. However, like I said, I am very concerned with this Mortal Kombat 2 because I'm not seeing a lot. And again, we don't have a lot of news, but I'm hoping that they're not relying on star power because we've seen so far that star power does not hold up when it comes to these movies. People are not going to the movie. And again, this is no shade to them because again, I do believe that Carl Urban is great, but no one's going to the movie for Carl Urban. They're not going for Tati Gabrielle. They're going because Mortal Kombat, right? They're going because they've heard of it or they've played it or they're fans of it and or they're just curious about it, right? So it kind of brings me back to, I made a whole video about it before, but it does kind of bring me back to talking about basically the 5 simple things that the Mortal Kombat 2 sequel and franchise really need to kind of like just get together, and if they can accomplish these things, it'll be fine. And I'll go in order from least to greatest. I'll just give you top 5 things Mortal Kombat really needs to get together to be a success, right? And again, I'm speaking as a fan. First of all, I'm gonna need you to get the original theme song back on here. Like, there's no reason, and I don't even know why they did this, but they tried to give some updated remix techno upbeat thing in the new movie, and it was a waste. It did not work. There was no need. You don't have to do that, right? I mean, look, it's all about brand recognition, right? Imagine if I sat here and I told y'all, now let's just do a quick experiment. If I sit here and go and say this to y'all, do y'all know what that is? Do I'm loving it. Y'all know what brand that is, right? Let me see you in the comments. Hold on, I want to see because I know y'all smart. Come on now, hit me up with it. Do I'm loving it. Where you at? There we go. Mickey D's. That's it, right? Why? Because that's brand recognition. Y'all had almost 30 years of Mortal Kombat. Y'all had all of that, and y'all gonna hit us with the remix? Didn't nobody ask for that? Just hit us with the original. We know what the original is. That's gonna get me up every single time. So again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Next thing, I'm gonna need y'all to get some more real fighters. Now, this is where I'm kind of concerned. I like the fact that they cast Louis Tan as Cole. That was terrible writing for him. The writing is what hurt him because Cole is actually the actor, Louis Tan. He's actually a really good fighter. Like, he's a real life martial artist. He's a former stuntman, and my man can act. So like they need to get more like that. Because if you look at the first Mortal Kombat movie, none of them people were name brand actors. I mean, the dude that played Raiden kind of was, but outside of that, nobody was like recognizable in that fashion. And it didn't matter because we were coming to see Mortal Kombat. We wanted to see people fight. So, y'all got to go back to getting real martial artists again. No shade to Carl Urban, no shade to Tati Gabrielle, but I'm not here to watch y'all. And the thing is, I got the feeling, especially with Tati playing as Jade, I don't think she's going to be playing her role with her mask off, or with her mask on the whole time. she's gonna have her mask off. People want to see her face. That's the whole point why you get a name brand actor. So I need them to get some real brand, some real fighters in there. I would say this: get if you go to Shang-Chi, I forget Buddy's name. His name is Andy Lee. He was the one that played the Death Dealer. Remember that dude with the mask that was kind of like a fake Taskmaster in Shang-Chi? He would be perfect. You don't have to get none of these people's lines either. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, you are defined by the character, not by the dialogue and your acting prowess. Man, listen, they ain't got to say nothing. Okay. Scorpion in like the first movie, my man said, "Get over here." And that was about it. And it worked. Okay. Sub-Zero didn't say 2 words. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say no ice cold. He ain't say cool off. He ain't say nothing. And my man was on point. So you really don't need a lot of dialogue with these characters, but you do need people that can go out there and kick real butt. Go get Andy Lee. Matter of fact, go get Simu Liu. Go get Simu Liu. I don't know who he gonna play, but my man was Shang-Chi, aka Shang-Chi. Go get him. You know what I'm saying? Give him a role in this. I'll be cool with it. Then the other thing I'm gonna say is you gotta give us new fatalities. You cannot go into Mortal Kombat 2 with boring old fatalities just to be like, hey guys, you want to see Scorpion take off his mask and blow fire? No, I don't want to see that. I want to see him do something else that I haven't already seen for the last 30 years. Come up with something new. Again, when y'all, for my gamers out there, when y'all see the trailers for all of the Mortal Kombat games and stuff, what do they sell you? They don't sit here and tell you, like, look at this voice actor that's going to be. No, they sit here and show you all the new fatalities of the characters. The fatalities are one of the biggest driving components of Mortal Kombat. If there was ever a movie franchise, you know what? The way John Wick is able to take action to another level, that's what these movies should be defined by in terms of how they kill people with their fatalities. Every movie should have a new fatality that blows us away. And, by the way, don't go putting that in the trailer. Because if you put it in the trailer and we go to the movie, we're going to be looking for something new and we're not going to find it. So they have to give us new fatalities. And while you're at it, add in some combos. I want to see somebody take a 15-piece with biscuits and no water. Like, please do something to let these people know that being in Mortal Kombat is a problem. Okay, I want to see some bones crack, some faces crushed, some blood gushing. This is Mortal Kombat now. What else we got to talk about? For characters, I need the focus on the characters. Don't give me no more Cole. I don't want Cole Jr. I don't want nobody with no birthmarks. Bump all of that. You got Liu Kang. You can go ahead and follow him. You got Raiden. You can go ahead and follow him. You can just make it a general story and follow other people, whatever. Don't be bringing in no whack characters or whatever. I know why they brought Cole in to kind of be the audience guide, and I get that. I understand. It didn't work. It didn't work. Okay. Or you could just make it an ensemble piece and we just kind of follow different parts of the story, just, like the games. Again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Last but not least, the number one thing that the Mortal Kombat series or franchise needs to make sure that they follow, you have got to actually give us a story that makes sense. And I'm telling you, stories that don't work kill everything. I don't care how flashy it is, what stunts they do. If the story is whack, you are going to forget the movie. It's not going to be that appealing. All that other stuff is superficial. It's the story that matters. And if you've played Mortal Kombat, the story is so rich. They have so much stuff. I'm not talking about hurry up and go do time travel like they've recently been doing, but just go ahead and talk to us about the Elder Gods and Outworld and the Battle for Earth and I don't know, the tournament, like just kind of focus it on stuff like that. And I really feel like all these things can just, if you take your time with it, you could make this franchise $1 billion franchise. But right now, I'm not seeing that sign because of some of the directions they've taken. Hopefully they tighten it up with the writing. But if they hit those 5 things, I really do believe that the Mortal Kombat is going to be one of the best franchises. But if they go back to old Hollywood ways, let's just get some good old cat stars. Let's just put people, let's give people corny one-liners. Let's uppercut somebody and say toasty. Like, no. That's not gonna work. That's how you gonna stay in the B movie straight to streaming lane. But you take them 5 points, you got $1 billion movie on your hands. Anyway, y'all let me know, what do you think about Tati Gabrielle joining the cast of Mortal Kombat 2? And what do you think about those 5 points that I laid out? Do you think that that can be successful? Is there something else maybe I missed that you think would make the Mortal Kombat franchise more engaging, more entertaining, and more successful? Let me know what you think. Put those comments down below. Let's see. I know. You know what though? Like low key. I'm a firm believer that if I put this out in the universe, it's just gonna make its way somewhere to the producers, to the writers, to the director, to an actor. I don't know. I just want to put it out there. So that way the universe could be like, you had no excuses to make this movie terrible. You had no excuses for this franchise not to work. Okay. So I'm just putting it out there. I know I put a lot in. Matter of fact, it's so funny you say that because I actually wrote an article. I haven't published it yet, but I wrote an article about this too. It's like 1,000 words. And I'm sitting here like, I don't even write articles, but I want Mortal Kombat to be good. I really, really do. It's the same thing for Street Fighter. I want Street Fighter to be good. I'm so sick and tired of people spending all this time and money and hard work giving us terrible movies because they just don't know what they're doing, or their eye is off the ball. So yeah, I had to put it out there, bro. I had to put it out. Let's see these comments. Let's see. Metal X, what you got, bro? You was right about Clone Wars is fired. Now I see. Thank you so much for watching. I've been trying to tell people Star Wars, the Clone Wars, the animated series. That's what made me a Star Wars fan. It was not the movies. I watched the movies and I was like, what is going on? Like, what are y'all? Why? Like, who's what? You mad about what? You don't like sand? What? Like, it wasn't until I watched the Clone Wars in order and I was like, oh, everything makes sense. Great character development, fantastic storytelling. That's what Star Wars should be. But anyway, thank you so much, Metal X. I'm glad that you got put on and you are caught up with that. Puma Lee, okay, you just hit bingo. Mortal Kombat 1, the new game, is fire. Check the trailer, and I still will watch the MK2 movie. I'm not sure about Urban, i.e. Keaton. Yeah, I mean, first of all, the game trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, they reset the game, by the way. It looks amazing. That trailer is actually what inspired me to kind of talk about why the movie franchise, has zero excuse to be bad. You cannot sit like, you have more people that watch movies, in my opinion, that probably play, Mortal Kombat video games. So if you literally just copied what the video games do, you probably could just get away with this so easily. But, people be hard-headed sometimes. I don't know. But thank you so much for that, Puma. And I'm glad you got a chance to catch that. Calvin, what you got? E-Man, I saw your review on Fast X. Would you review Expendables 4 starring Jason Statham, 50 Cent, Megan Fox, Iku, I don't know how to say his last name, and Tony Jaa? I really don't want to. I'm being 100% honest with you. I don't want to. I was not a fan of Expendables 4. I did like Expendables 1 and I think 2. But 4, I think that was the one that went PG-13. And I remember watching it and it was stupid. It lost a lot of its flair. I didn't care for it. And I don't want to make any promises. So I would rather say that I'm not gonna do it. And then maybe somewhere, I don't know, I'm bored and then I do it. But for now, I'm gonna say I'm gonna pass on that. There is very little reason that I have to go back to the Expendables as well. But thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you, Calvin. Tony, what you got? Random question, but have you seen any of the UWE Bowl movies? Who is U Bowl movies? The worst director ever. Who is that? Let me look this up. Maybe I have seen them. Hold on, let me check that. Oh, what? Hold on. Yui Bowl. Hold on. Let's look at this. Most notably, he's made some garbage movies and has boxed his own critics. This is not a joke. Oh, he boxed them? Like he fights them? Shoot. Okay. Oh my god. 4.4, 3.8, 2.9, 2.4 on IMDb. Woo! Yikes! Yikes! What is this dude known for? Like, no. I have not watched these, and I will not be watching these at all. This is a classic example of what I'm talking about. Like, there are certain things my critic radar will be like, bad movie, and I don't even bother with it. The fact that this never even got on my radar is probably a good sign. Like, my powers are getting stronger apparently. But no, Tony, I have not seen this. I am gonna look this up though to see if he is boxing his critics. That is kind of funny. I got a couple people I wouldn't mind getting in the ring with, kind of throwing a couple. But anyway, thank you so much for that, Tony. I appreciate you. I'm gonna have to look into that a little deeper. Let's see, Daryl, what you got? I saw that you were doing reviews for the show From. We started watching the show and love it. Thanks for all your views and expertise. Thank you, Daryl. I really, really do appreciate that. Thank you for watching. And yes, I highly encourage all of y'all to go watch From and to watch these breakdowns. I'm telling you, even if you've already binged it, you don't want to miss what I find in these breakdowns because I'm going through them deep. And not only that, I'm getting stuff that might even explain other stuff before the show even ends. Like, woo, I got some gold for y'all. So if you have not watched From, I've told y'all before, it's very easy. Go watch the first 8 minutes. That's all you need. It's on Amazon Prime for the first season for free. If you have Amazon Prime, watch the first 8 minutes of the first episode. If you like it, you got to finish the whole season. If you don't like it, you're not interested, leave it alone because it's not for you. It's just not for you. But thank you so much, Daryl. I appreciate you. And again, don't forget, I will have some good stuff coming up very, very soon. Let's see, my man, Just My Opinion Reviews. Thank you so much. Y'all know the routine. Go to my favorite channel list. Make sure you subscribe to this brother real fast. Have I seen The Little Mermaid? No, I have not seen The Little Mermaid. I have that was not, to be honest, it wasn't a movie I was checking for. I didn't even really like The Little Mermaid when I was a kid. Maybe the movie just wasn't for me, whatever. But I was a Lion King, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and Beast was okay. Aladdin, definitely liked Aladdin. I loved Jungle Book. Ooby Doo, I want to be like you. Okay. But no, Little Mermaid was just never really something that got me excited. However, I am excited for my girls to go see it. So I want to go see it with them. I would like to go watch it with them. And I also have the feeling that even if I don't go see it with them, by the time it hits Disney Plus, it's going to be in the background at my house anyway. So I'm probably going to watch it one way or another. But no, I have not gone to see it yet. I've heard some mixed reviews about it as well. So about that. But thank you so much. And y'all, once again, y'all go give my brother some love and go ahead and subscribe to his channel. All right, let's move on. What do we have? We have Eddie Murphy. That's right. Eddie Murphy has a new movie coming out. In case y'all didn't know, I mean, this guy's reputation precedes himself, so you don't really need no warm up. If you don't know who Eddie Murphy is now, I don't know what to really tell you. But my man's got a new movie, and I don't know if y'all guessed it, but it is actually going to be the Pink Panther. Yes, that is right. Eddie Murphy is going to be the new Pink Panther. It says, according to sources, the new feature project would be a live action CG hybrid and would combine both traditions. The premise takes a buddy cop movie tone to the proceeding, excuse me, with the Inspector and Panther teaming up for the first time ever on the big screen. Insiders also classify the project as still in the deep development stages. All right, all right. So it looks like this is going to be Eddie Murphy's newest movie. He is going to play the detective. What was his name again? It was like Clouseau or something like that. I forget what it is, but this is also going to be directed by the same director who did the Sonic movie, the first Sonic movie. So what's his name? Fowler. Jeff Fowler. So Jeff Fowler is going to be there directing, and yeah. So I don't know how y'all feel about it. Do you like to see Eddie Murphy? I mean, he's done plenty of movies that I think he's obviously capable as an actor to handle this. I'm not gonna lie though, even when I watched the Steve Martin Pink Panther movie, like Pink Panther was way before my time, right? Like it was, I never even understood what Pink Panther was about because I never watched the early, what was it, 1970s, 80s, I don't know, cartoon or whatever. So I never really had a huge interest, and when Steve Martin did it, it was kind of like, okay, I guess. But I don't know. Y'all let me know. How do you feel about it? I mean, I love Eddie Murphy, so it's like almost anything Eddie will do, I'm usually on board. But I might need to see a trailer first because my man Eddie has made a couple bombs too. All his stuff don't hit. But y'all let me know. What do you think? Are you interested in the Pink Panther movie? Is Eddie Murphy enough to get you interested and to go watch it? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's see. We got the homie Rhonda. What you got? E-Man, I want my thank you for telling you about from Rhonda. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I got y'all, excuse me I gotta talk to Rhonda for a second. Rhonda, I have thanked you literally every time I post about From. But you know what? You want the stage, so I'm gonna give you the stage. Rhonda W. I want to thank you for putting me on From. I want to thank you for hassling me. And all them times I was hard-headed and I was not, paying attention. I want to thank you. Okay. I want to thank you for putting me on From. Bless your ministry. Thank you, Rhonda. Okay, there you go. Is that enough? Is that all the thank yous that you want? Do you want to thank you every season? Like, just let me know what will quench your thirst for these thank yous, because I really do mean it now. I do mean it, but I want to make sure you're satisfied. I'm just playing with my girl, Rhonda. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Rhonda. Thank you. See, look at that. I just sprinkled in a couple extra thank yous for you. There you go. Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on to the next one. See, we was having a good time. Everything was fine. I feel like I'm just obligated to tell you these things. Just because this is it's happening and people gonna watch it anyway. So latest update with y'all movie. Venom 3, Chiwetel Ejiofor is gonna join Tom Hardy in the next installment of the Venom movie. And don't nobody know who or what he's gonna be playing. I don't know why. Is he gonna be Barrymordo? Is he gonna be a variant? don't care. I don't care. So, this movie is still happening. It is not being picketed by the WGA. You know, if the strike picketers were to go to the Sony studios and picket, that would be a shame. Real shame if the actors were to, you know, picket and strike Venom 3. I will stay on top of that though. Like I will keep an ear out and I will let y'all know if production ever gets delayed on this. Because that would be a shame. A real shame. That's y'all update. Thank you so much. Okay. Y'all, whatever. Y'all let me know what you think. Mara Sharice, you don't count because we know this your movie. It don't count. Antoinette, what's going on, ma'am? Thank you so much. It's been a while since I heard from you. All right, now, hey, man, I wonder, who were you thinking about when you were throwing those hands like you pull Anthony Mackie, baby? Listen, why are you trying to start stuff? Don't start stuff. I'm not going to divulge that information because I don't want to. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Y'all not finna cancel me. Why are you trying to cancel me? You trying to pre-cancel me? I ain't even get started. I haven't even made it yet. Okay, we ain't even kicked it to 100K yet. You already trying to get me off the air already? Antoinette, nobody. I'm gonna go beat up Roger Rabbit. I don't know. Nobody. I'm gonna go beat up Ugly Sonic. That's what I'm gonna go fight. I don't have nobody that I'm finna fight right now that I'm gonna tell y'all about. Anyway, thank you so much, Antoinette. I appreciate you so much. Let's see, Rhonda. Let's see. Yay, we appreciate you. Okay. I'm glad you sound satisfied now, Rhonda. I'm happy for you. Thank you. 60 plus. You can tell when you don't like certain shows, your whole demeanor changes. Listen, I don't, I don't lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? So like what you see is what you get. And yes, it has not been a secret that I don't like this franchise and I don't like what it stands for. I don't like the direction it's taken. Again, not because I'm a hater, because I know how great Venom could be. I don't know if you threw Spider-Man in there. Like, crazy idea, throw Spider-Man in a Spider-Man spinoff movie. Whatever. But yeah, what you see is what you get. I'm gonna keep it funky with you guys every single time. Thank you so much for that. Nelson, what you got? You can see Venom on Disney Plus. From is on my list. Good. I am not gonna watch Venom on anything plus nothing. But I'm glad to hear that From is on your list. It should still come after Raid 1, Raid 2, Blade 1, and Blade 2. Okay, then you could tackle From, and I think you're gonna be in a good position because by the time you do end up watching From, season 2 is probably gonna be done because at your pace, I think you're gonna be done by then. And then you could catch up on the binge videos, the breakdowns and stuff. And I promise you'll be far more ahead than anybody else because I'm putting some stuff in them videos that nobody else is gonna talk about. So anyway, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, Nelson. My man Didier. You don't have hands, or he don't. Wait, who don't got the hands? Wait, Didier, who we talking about? Listen, just who we talking? Who ain't got the hands? Look, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, so I'll just take that. It's just me. It's me. I ain't got the hands. But thank you so much for that. Nelson, y'all stop mentioning Mackie before E-Man played dance. Listen. We don't have to go back to that. Okay. We start off every week fresh. Okay. What's gone is gone. What's done is done. We don't have to go back to those days. I hope everybody has just moved on from that. But thank you for that. And let people know. All right, let's move on. Ooh, please. All right, so I don't know about y'all, but another franchise that I have been a fan of has been the Terminator franchise. Um, First two movies, first movie was really good. First movie was really good. Second movie is iconic. Terminator 2 by James Cameron, who don't miss, is iconic. That was fantastic. Third movie with Bale, it was okay. I know some people like it more than me. It was cool. It was a little forgettable for me. What was that? Was that Salvation? I think it was called. They all kind of run together. And then the one with the female Terminator. I was like, I don't know. Terminator Genesis was kind of whack. It wasn't even kind of whack. It was whack. But to its credit, Terminator Genesis could have been good, but they literally spoiled the entire twist. The whole twist of like what was going on with John Connor, they literally put it in the trailer, they put it in the video, in the poster, but when you watch the movie, they like, oh, by the way, did y'all know about this? And it was like, yeah, it was literally on the front door. Like the moment I walked in, I saw it. Like, and that was supposed to be the twist. It was the dumbest thing. It was the dumbest thing. Oh, did I get those mixed up? I probably got the movies. I told you the movies run together for me after the third one, fourth one, whatever. They're all the same to me. I just didn't like them. And then even the more recent one where they had the old Arnold come back, and it was just like, nah, this ain't hitting either. It was good to see Linda Hamilton come back, but I was not a fan. I just was not a fan. And they've been getting bad. They've been getting real bad. So the question now is like, yo, like the franchise, is it done? Well, I mean, maybe not. But one thing that's done apparently is gonna be my man Arnold, because my man is like, yo, I won't be back. That's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger says he's done with the Terminator franchise, and he's admitted the recent sequels were not well written. Ooh, let's see what he had to say. He said the franchise is not done. I'm done. I got the message loud and clear that the world wants to move on with a different theme when it comes to the Terminator. Well, that's not terribly wrong. He goes on to say someone has to come up with a great idea. The Terminator was largely responsible for my success, so I always would look at it very fondly. The first three movies were great. Number 4, Salvation, I was not in because I was governor. Then 5, Genesis, and 6, Dark Fate, didn't close the deal as far as I'm concerned. We knew that ahead of time because they were just not well written. First of all, I love the fact that my man is throwing straight up shade on the writers. Like like usually, a lot of times people will be like, man, like it wasn't well received, or we made it for the fans, that BS. But my man was just like, man, listen, I knew this movie was gonna be terrible when I read the script. That far ahead? First of all, why didn't you fight to make it better? You Arnold Schwarzenegger. All you have to say is, I won't be back. And people would have been like, okay, what we got to do? Fix the writer. Okay, then we get a new writer. But I mean, you knew this ahead of time, but you still did it. You still did 2 of them. Like, you set us up for failure, man. Because every time I see Arnold, I'm like, okay, if Arnold gonna be in there, I'm assuming this is gonna be good, right? So I guess Arnold lied to us too, but he's not wrong. Like I said, the 5th and 6th movie, they was not hitting, okay, like at all. But how do you feel about the fact that he's not coming back? I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I mean, Arnold is old, right? Let's be 100 about this. My man is getting old. He can't do the same stuff, and I don't expect him to. Sometimes it's okay to just let them hang it up and let someone else come. Because to me, I'm like, that's the only model y'all got. Skynet couldn't come out with no other variations. First of all, y'all ain't got a brother Terminator, a sister Terminator. Like, I'm sure y'all can come up with some different things to make this interesting. But I've always been under the impression that if they want to do a reboot, a remake, or let's just say they want to continue, I'm like, John Cena is sitting right there. My man, listen, let me tell y'all something. It was back in I think it was 2005 or something. It was something like that. Long time ago in my college days. I went to New Orleans and I just so happened, I didn't know this, I was walking around the French Quarter or whatever, and I just so happened to walk on the set of 12 Rounds, right? In case you didn't know, 12 Rounds was a straight to DVD movie that John Cena was recording or filming. And I did not know I walked onto the set. And when I walked onto the set, John Cena was just literally sitting there, minding his own business. Nobody around, no security, nothing, just sitting there. And, I was like, should I go talk to him? My friend was like, yeah, go talk to him. So I was like, okay. Now, I'm not a critic. I'm just a fan. I was watching wrestling at that time. So this was when he was at his peak, can't see me, all of that. So I go up to Mr. Cena. I'm like, yo, Mr. Cena, how you doing? Is this a good time? And he was like, yeah, sure. First of all, this man, maybe he was in makeup or whatever. This was the cleanest looking white guy I've ever seen. Like, there wasn't a blemish on his face. He did not look real. He didn't look real. Like, I thought he looked like a robot. Then he got up and I sat there and looked at him like, y'all remember what I told y'all about Chris Evans? I saw Chris Evans, Mr. Swole, Captain America and all that, coming out the hyper chamber and all that, and I looked at him in real life after meeting him at a Comic-Con or whatever. And I was like, man, what up, man, bro? I could push you. Like, you ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, Cap, come on, bro, sit down somewhere, right? I'm not doing that with John Cena. Okay, again, I'm 6'2", over 250. John Cena was making me look like a little boy. Little boy. He's a big man. All right? John Cena is a huge individual. When I saw this brother stand next to me and make me look like I was his little stepchild, he looked like the Terminator to me. I was like, oh, if he started running after me, it's over with. I'm not getting on no motorcycle. I'm just going to sit there and I'm just going to die peacefully because I'm probably going to die out of fear before he can get to me. That dude, if he don't look like the Terminator right now, if that ain't the perfect one-to-one upgrade for Arnold, I don't know who is. Y'all need to go ahead and get John Cena to get in there as the Terminator and then just throw in whoever you want as the other people. But anyway, that's just my little pitch for John Cena as the Terminator because the guy could do it in his sleep. And this is, again, a role that does not require a lot of acting. You don't have to do very much. You just say a couple lines and play a robot. That's not hard for a lot of these actors that can't act. And I'm not putting John Cena in that category. I'm just saying my man can definitely step into that role. But anyway, I see some of y'all saying he's too old. Maybe he is. I don't know. I'm just saying from the looks department, my man could just step in and do it. It ain't gonna take that much. And maybe there's other people that can do it. I don't know. If y'all know some other Terminators, put them in the comments. Let me know who else gonna be Terminator, because it ain't gonna be Arnold. He's done. So y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. Does it make you feel any type of way that Arnold is not going to come back? Would you like him to come back for one more? I don't know. And what are they going to do with this franchise in the first place? Because right now, this AI stuff is seeming a little too close to home right now. Skynet they just got another name with Chat GPT or whatever. Like, I don't know, but y'all let me know what you think. All right, let's go. We got some comments here. Peanut butter jelly time. What you got? Did I miss the Fast X slander? I seen it today, and the worst part is that Vin Diesel thinks it's an Oscar-worthy greatest piece of cinema of all time. So sadly, Vin Diesel thinks that about everything he does. Like every movie he does, he thinks that it is the greatest thing on earth, and it's not. I don't know about slander. I'm not here to slander the movie. But I did post my review, so you can go check it out. Yeah, so go check out the review in case you haven't. That would be where you want to go check that out. But thank you so much for that. I appreciate you, sir. Rhonda, what you got? Chapel Way, Adrian Brody, Epics, MGM. Trust me, Chapel Way. Okay. 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 I'm gonna try to remember that. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Because I'm gonna listen, you already earned one credit. Okay, you earned one credit. So I'm gonna entertain that credit. Okay. I gotta finish Succession first, because that's my little show that I'm watching to kind of like pass time or whatever. And I will consider that as the next one. But thank you so much. I appreciate you, Rhonda, in advance. Okay, in advance. Tony, what you got? Let's be honest. The last great Terminator movie we got was Terminator Salvation, and honestly, they should have just continued with that storyline. I'll take your word for it. Like I said, I don't know if Salvation was one of my favorites. Again, Judgment Day was one of my favorites all time. I mean, that's like in my top 10 movies all time. But I wouldn't have been mad if they continued with the story from Salvation. Because I did think that was a rather interesting thing to show more of like what actually happens. Like, how do we actually get to that point? And where do we go from here? So yeah, I'm with you on that. I wouldn't mind watching that. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. All right, let's move on. Not gonna talk about it. Okay. What do we have? Captain America. All right. So we got some updates for Captain America. This is gonna be for Cap 4, starring y'all hero Sam Wilson, played by none other than Anthony Mackie. It looks like we actually have maybe some confirmation here about who one of the villains may be. We already know that they got almost all the characters from the Incredible Hulk except for the Hulk in there. So we know that the leader is going to be in there. Harrison Ford, aka Red Hulk, is probably going to be in there. But now we might have confirmation of another villain that Sam is going to have to deal with, and that is going to be played by Seth Rollins from the WWE. The wrestler, now turned actor, could be playing a villain on the set or on in the film. And a lot of this is due to what people have seen on the set. And that includes, let me see if I got a picture of it. That includes right here. I think you can see it there. Yeah. So right there, you see him in his outfit. Now, a lot of people are speculating, it's not confirmed, but a lot of people are speculating that he's part of the Serpent Society. Yeah, now listen, I don't know. I can't say that I know very much about the Serpent Society. That was not really part of the comics I read about too much. But I'm also under the impression that they're probably not that big. They're probably not that significant. Maybe they are. For some of y'all that are deeper in the comics, y'all can let me know. But he might be playing, maybe the leader of the Serpent Society. But I get that I'm starting to get the impression that this movie is getting pretty overstuffed. Like I said, you got most of the cast from the Incredible Hulk series already in here. You're bringing in the Serpent Society, and you're bringing in a wrestler turned actor. Has Seth Rollins done any other acting? I mean, outside of WWE, because like wrestlers kind of jumping right into the mix, they don't usually have the best transition. Like, they don't usually be like, let me go from wrestling boom into acting. Like, that first initial run is really, really rough. And y'all throwing that in Sam's movie? I mean, again, I don't know if Seth Rollins is a good actor or not, but he must have gave a hell of an audition. He must have given a hell of an audition, or maybe he ain't got that many lines. I don't know. But this is interesting, I guess, that we got that villain in there. But not only do we have that, but a lot of people have also been talking about Captain America's new drip. That's right. He got a new suit Okay, and you can see it here. It's a little blurry, but it looks like my man is ditched the red, white, and blue for some sort of dark navy and gold of some sort. So it looks like, he also ditched the mask portion, and he's got the goggles. I don't know about y'all, but my man over here looking like A Train from the boys. Like, I don't know why he's doing the costume change. I don't know if it's a permanent costume change or not. There is talk that maybe he's on a secret mission, or maybe this is something that he's just doing temporarily. I don't know, but my man is definitely giving A Train vibes right now. Nothing about this screams Captain America. I'm like, bro, what is dark navy and gold? Like, what? Now, I didn't want to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up here just cuz. There was a post that I shared on the gram. I posted on the gram and on the Twitters. And it said that, again, maybe, we don't know. It said that Captain America's suit was made entirely of vibranium. Now, again, that we don't know what that means, right? I don't even know if that's real. And I've already told y'all from Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Wakandans gave my man those lemon peppered vibranium wings, and that was fine. I had no problem with that. And I feel like a lot of people forgot what that meant, because when my man came in with the new vibranium wings, okay, what did he do? He used that in conjunction with his shield, because some people was like, man, what's the big deal if Sam just so happens to have a full vibranium suit? Now, my issue with that is that if everything, let me put him back up here so we can see who we talking about. If my man is wearing a full vibranium suit, I have a lot of issues with that narratively. Yes, Sam did fight with them in Wakanda and all that. That's cool. However, my man also works for the ops. Okay. My man, literally, Sam, works for the ops. He is a symbol of the United States, the same country that literally tried to steal vibranium from the Wakandans. Well, after the events of Wakanda Forever, some of that stuff got to change. I don't know. Maybe Wakanda's like, yo, run that back. Run that back. But again, I don't see why they would even want to give him a full suit. I do think it's fine that they gave him wings that were made of vibranium, but to just be out there giving out everybody, full suits to everybody, do you know how dangerous that is? I don't even care if it's for Captain America. Do you know how dangerous it is to give that much vibranium to anyone? Do y'all remember what Ultron was trying to do? Ultron literally made Vision with a body of vibranium. That was his suit. Like, that was his new body. Vision was Ultron's body. That would have been a whole problem. And we saw what kind of problem it was going to be when we saw What If, when Ultron did merge with Vision. So to me, I'm like, not only would it be problematic to have another $5 billion suit, of that's completely impenetrable flying around, with the face of the ops, with this dude flying around with the shield and everything. Not only would that be an insult to Wakanda, not only would it be just completely problematic after the events of Wakanda Forever, but in my opinion, it devalues the Black Panther. And I'm not just talking about T'Challa, I'm talking about Shuri too. It devalues the position of the Black Panther. Listen, I already know Sam can't fight. I know he ain't got hands. I know he needs all the protection he got. But again, if you go back and watch the movie, watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, that's what made it unique. My man had to use his wings and his shield, which is also vibranium, and he was already set. He doesn't need any more handicaps. He needs to go get some fighting lessons, but he doesn't need more vibranium And that's why I'm not okay with them giving potentially. Again, we don't know. That's why I'm not okay with them potentially giving him a full suit of vibranium. Once again, I feel like it devalues the uniqueness of Black Panther, because one of the things that's cool about Black Panther is he's got a full suit of vibranium. Some people would say, well, what about the heart-shaped herb? Sorry, the MCU has already devalued the heart-shaped herb because they put it right on par with the super soldier serum, which again, even that got devalued because one of the beauties of the super soldier serum was that only Captain America had the perfect mix. But what did the MCU do? Nah, we just came up with some scientists who redid it and he made it perfect so anybody can take it. That's the way you devalue stuff. What's so special about Cap now when you got Carly and all these other terrorists running around as super soldiers with no consequences? That's not okay. So in the same way, I don't want the vibranium suit to be devalued if multiple people can have it. It's unique if at least the Black Panther has it. So anyway, I say all of that because I want people to put some respect on the Black Panther and what the Black Panther position actually holds. I actually want Sam to stand on his own 2 feet. You already got a shield. You already got the lemon pepper vibranium wings. You don't need a full suit of vibranium. It's too much. There's not, like, at this point, what is he going to do? All he got to do is cover his face. He can cover his face with the shield because that's the only thing that's exposed, and he'll be fine. I want to see my man work. I want to see him use his wings. I want to see him use the shield. Anyway, y'all let me know. What do you feel about his new A-Train looking drip? How do you feel about it? Is this something, is it a nice upgrade? Again, it might just be, a stealth thing. It might just be temporary. We don't know. I mean, even Captain America changed his suits in the from the last movie, from the first movie to the second one. Personally, I actually really like the new red, white, and blue suit that he came out with in Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought it was just fine. But anyway, y'all let me know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. All right, we got Zia. What you got? He is a weaker Avenger. He needs a full vibranium suit. No, he don't. He need fighting lessons. He needs some. You know what? And this is and comic buffs. Y'all let me know. People in the comics, let me know when there are fighters or characters in the comics who don't know how to fight. Who do they go to? They usually go to Iron Fist. Now, Iron Fist needs to be recast, so we're not talking to him right now. Or they'll go to Shang-Chi, and Shang-Chi will sit there. Shang-Chi taught Spider-Man. That's how Spider-Man learned Spider-Fu in the comics, So I'm like, yo, Sam, you got resources, bro. Go ahead and just go call somebody up, take a couple lessons, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be all good. My man just needs that. That's all. I don't know, Zia. I don't think he needs that kind of help. I don't think he needs that kind of help. But I understand why people feel that way. Thank you for that. Nelson, Marvel not confident Mackie can carry Cap for a movie. I mean, like I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there because if I say it, then I'm a hater. If I say it, I'm hating on Anthony Mackie. I've told y'all that I want Sam to develop as a character rather than getting the Civil War treatment where you sprinkle in so many other characters you barely even remember that it's a Captain America movie. But I'm not going to touch that, because if I do, then I hate Anthony Mackie, and I'm not going to feed y'all. I'm not putting no blood in the water for y'all piranhas to come and attack me. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But Nelson, you said something. You said something. Puma, what you got? A-Train Mackie making me weak. He look like A-Train though. Like, come on. Like, look, that's not even a joke. Like when I saw this the first time, I was like, why are they using the A Train? Is this the boys? What it like? I know somebody. You mean to tell me the costume makeup person didn't notice that? For real? Nobody noticed that? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you, Puma. I appreciate you. Zia, A Train is better than Falcon. You know what? That I gotta think about that one. Cause whoo, let's not forget A Train is problematic. First of all, A Train is a snitch. Okay. And A Train is not to be trusted. Um, that's a tough one. I don't know. Y'all let me know between A Train and between Falcon, who you taking? I'm not even gonna give you no context. I'm not gonna give you context. Whether it's your favorite hero, whether it's your favorite whoever, y'all let me know. A Train or Cap 4, Falcon Cap. You let me know in the comments because I don't know. I don't know. I gotta sleep on that one. I gotta sleep on that. Thank you so much. Didier, what you got? But weren't all of Cap's movies been ensemble movies? Not the first Cap movie. And I don't think the second Cap movie would be considered an ensemble. Now, he did slightly have a co-star with Black Widow, but I think that he had more than enough for it to be his movie. When I think of ensembles, I think of you have more than two, right? And I mean more than two that have notable scenes and things that go away from the main character. Like for example, when it came with Black Widow played much more of a supporting role rather than a straight up co-starring role. Like she was there to support Cap. So I still kind of consider the second movie his, and it's the same thing with the first Cap movie. But like in Civil War, I mean, you're following Tony, you're following not Spider-Man, but you're following Cap, you're following all these different threads and everything. That felt more ensemble-ish, and I got the feeling that's what's gonna happen here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you so much for that, Didier. I appreciate you. All right, let's move on. Okay, got that. I'll open that. Oh, okay. Let's go. Ooh, man. So is Indiana Jones 5? Is it whack? Because I'm not hearing too many good things about it. And listen, I'll say this. Indiana Jones came around a little bit before my time. So for me, I did not grow up on Indiana Jones. I grew up hearing how cherished Indiana Jones is for other people. So for me, it was kind of like, oh, okay, let me kind of go back and see what the hype is all about. And don't get me wrong, I like the first three movies. I thought the first three movies were cool. The Crystal Scrolls one or Skulls or whatever, it was whack. Like it just was not good. And I was just like, is this y'all hero? Like this what y'all bringing back? So instead of like trying to end it in 4, they did come back with 5. And now with 5, they got James Mangold directing. And this is the same guy who gave us Logan, right? And he's going to be doing Swamp Thing as well. Now, with that said, I think on paper, this is a good combination. The trailers look decent. I'm not going to say the trailers got me excited, but they look decent. I was like, oh, okay, this looks like the old indie movies. And I kind of counted myself apart from all of that because, like I said, I didn't come up on Indiana Jones. That's not my role model. That's not my hero like that. So, I let people rock with it. If the people that grew up on this love it, cool. I'm going to still go watch it. But recently, the fifth movie, who, by the way, has been produced by Kathleen Kennedy from Lucasfilm. The fifth movie has now been screened at the French film festival at Cannes. And usually one thing that's interesting about Cannes is like at the festival, I haven't been there, but I always read about it. One of the interesting things about the festival is if a movie debuts and it's really good, this is where you'll read about, oh, they gave it a 13-minute standing ovation. Oh, this was so good. It had a record-breaking 22 minutes of standing ovation. First of all, you're not getting 2 minutes of more clapping from me on anything. 6 minutes, 5, 10, 20. What? What are y'all? What? Like, I'm finna download an app of clapping and I'm just gonna let it play. I'm not clapping for nothing that long, okay? But this is kind of like a con tradition where that's just what they do, right? They for whatever reason. But usually you have the filmmaker there, you have the actor there, and all, and it's like a production, blah, 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 blah. So again, the standard is usually like, yo, we give you a 10-minute ovation, 12-minute, 15, 20-minute. How much y'all think Indiana Jones 5 got? Because it was not that. Yeah, Indiana Jones 5 probably only got a 5-minute standing ovation. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So it says Cons mustered a muted standing ovation for Indy's latest adventure. Yes, the applause lasted for 5 minutes, but by con standards, that's more of a polite formality. Ugh. They gave my man just 5 minutes. And they said muted. They just said, 5 minutes? Okay. Goodbye. For Indy 5? Woo! Yikes! Yikes! Now, again, this is the type of festival where all they do is kiss each other's butts. That's all they do. They pray, oh, wonderful, encore, like they drool over everything over there. So for this, that's kind of messed up. That ain't a good look. What else did I say here? Then it says the film's elaborate action scenes and witty one-liners delivered by Waller-Bridge received a less than rapturous response inside the theater. During parts of the 142-minute film, audience members could be heard whispering out of boredom in French. Y'all did not. They whispered in French how boring Indy 5 was. In another language, though? In another language? Whew. Whew. What is wrong? What is happening here? This ain't a good look. Again, this from Kathleen Kennedy, aka, Mrs. Star Wars right now. This ain't a good look. This was supposed to be your last hurrah. And this movie was supposed to send Harrison Ford on like a goodbye emotional tour. Now, don't get me wrong. The article does say that they gave Harrison Ford a much bigger and better standing ovation for him. It was, like for him, not for the movie, but for him. Y'all. So some critics have already seen this movie at the festival and they've already weighed in. And we only have 28 so far. And 28 critics so far is usually like, think about it as like 300 to 400 that are actually on Rotten Tomatoes that weigh in on this stuff on average. But 28, it's not a great sample size, but this ain't a good start right now. Because right now, Indiana Jones 5 is at a 50% Rotten Tomato score. That means out of them 28 people, 14 of them said that this was a 5 out of 10 or lower. 5 out of 10. Y'all don't even see me give 5 out of 10s like that. Like I've given Venom 5 out of 10, Morbius 5 out of 10. Like it takes a lot for me to hate a movie to make it rotten. If you would have asked me, is Indiana Jones 5 going to be potentially rotten at any point in time, I would have said, you drinking, you smoking, you got to get off that weed, something, whatever. Like, what? That's messed up. Oh, since we're here, totally unrelated. Did y'all know what Fast X is currently at right now? 209 reviews, and it's only 53%. Whoo. Yeah, that's yeah. I don't know why I just had that up there. Just and here's the ironic thing. I actually gave it a positive review according to Rotten Tomato standards, and it's still at 53%. Now, of course, they made it for the fans, so blah blah blah. But anyway, Indiana Jones is out here struggling. Apparently, it's just not that good. Yikes. And I find that more concerning because usually when you see like people go to festivals or screenings like big events like that, they tend to be a little bit more favorable. So the fact that they came out there and not like it, something pushed them to the point where they were like, this ain't it, chief. This ain't it. So anyway, y'all let me know, what do you think about Indiana Jones coming out the gate rotten? Again, very early sample size, but getting only 5 minutes of clapping and bored French whispers. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, because that to me is still wild. Zia, what you got? I'm not clapping for nothing more than 10 to 15 seconds. Who are these people? When I tell you, I don't understand it. I've never been to these festivals, so I don't know how people do it, why they do it. Listen, I've been in church. I might have given like a 1 minute clap. Like, listen, praise Jesus. Amen. Okay. All right now. Now I gotta do the prayer hands because my hands are tired. Like I can't do that for that long. That's I'm not built for that. But I feel you on that. 100%. Like them long claps. I don't know why. It ain't me. Can't be me. All right, let's see. We got another topic here. And let's see. We're getting close to the end here, but I want to pull up some things here for you guys. Y'all not gonna let me do it? Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. Okay. Because some of these things, I just don't know who these people are. My bad. I didn't have a lot of time to prep these, so I'm going to just do this the quick way for y'all. If you give me 1 second. All right. And last one. All right, cool. All right, so apologize for that. Let's see. What do we have here? The next one is Finding Superman. So this has been something that has been in the talks for a long time. Ever since James Gunn at DC has come out and said that he was going to do the Superman Legacy and write and direct it. A lot of people have been asking themselves, like, yo, but who's gonna be Superman? Who's gonna be the new face? Because it was very controversial, but they got rid of Henry Cavill. Now, again, I personally like Henry Cavill. I'm not saying everything he's done has been great, but I like him as Superman. But James Gunn came in and was like, look, I got a different direction. I'm doing something different. Like I don't, I want to go a little bit younger with a Superman. A lot of the talk and rumors have been that they want somebody who can play in their 20s. So that doesn't mean the actor has to be in their 20s. It just means that they can look like they're in their 20s. This is not going to be like an origin story for Superman. We don't have to see Superman's parents blow up again. This is something where more than likely he's already a reporter, or maybe he's starting off as that, and he's already got his powers and all that. So now there was a report that kind of speculated on a short list of people that could be playing the role of Superman. And we do have this here, and this comes from the Hollywood Reporter. It says, searching for Superman inside the quest to cast DC's top superhero, new top hero. So the first name that came up was David Corenswet. I don't know who this is, so I just kind of Googled him real quick. Okay. Let's look at that real quick. Let's look at his face real quick. So I'm just gonna bring these up. I don't know. I haven't heard of these actors. I haven't seen them. This is my first time kind of going through it with y'all, but I can see it. My man. Look, my man got the square jaw. Okay, and to me, I feel like if you got the square jaw, you automatically gonna fit into some sort of superhero role. Somebody gonna want you there. He looks like Superman. He got the look. All they got to do is give him that little Jerry curl, that little curl at the front. He could do it. I think he could do it. Okay, so let's see. Who else do they have? So apparently he is among the top contenders to play Kent. Okay, all right. Then there's a Jacob Elordi. I guess he was the villain in Euphoria. I didn't watch Euphoria, so I don't know. Okay, let's see. This dude, wasn't this the dude from Hunger Games? Yeah, I think he was in Hunger Games. Okay. I don't know. What do y'all think about this? Yeah, maybe he got a square-ish jaw. I'm mad all I'm going off is the jaw. But he got the chin too. I could see it. Listen, casting Superman ain't that hard, but I could see it. I don't know what y'all think. This dude, okay, so that's David, then Jacob. Who else they got? They also said Tom Brittany. Who is Tom Brittany? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, he looked like Tommy from Power's little brother. I don't see Superman with this. I don't see Superman with this. I'm sorry. He maybe he could play a young Jimmy Olsen. I don't know, but I don't know about no Tom Brittany. I don't. He ain't standing out to me. Again, I don't know the acting. I'm assuming they all can act. Let's see. Andrew Richardson. Okay, let's see. What about you? Do you have the Superman look? Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Bro, don't nothing look super about you. Get out of here. Stop it. They playing. I'm not saying he can't be a good actor doing something else. I don't see Superman here. I don't see it. Bro, are you on Grey's Anatomy or something, or some other drama? Like, I'm sure you on some other show and you do good there, but hey, bro, listen. Should nobody look like Superman that look like I could beat you up? Don't cast nobody that look like they can get whooped. Nobody. I'm not saying they got to be super swole, because a lot of times all you got to do is just have a padded suit on and that's it, right? That's fine. But bro, like, if you don't look like Superman's little cousin that always want to come out and learn how to fly, nah, bro. This ain't it. I'm sorry. That ain't it. Okay, let's move on. We got the lead potential for Lois Lane, Emma Mackey. Okay, let's see Emma Mackey. Okay. All right. She's in Sex Education, I believe. Man, I don't know. What y'all think? Does that look like Lois Lane to y'all? I don't know. Yeah, she does kind of favor the Margot Robbie. Oh, maybe. I mean, she has a youngish face, so I could see it. I could see it. Let's see. That was Emma, and then they said Rachel. What was that Brosnahan? She's on the Marvelous Ms. Maisel. And let's see, she is okay. Okay. She looks safe, right? Little, almost a little Jennifer Lawrence-ish. Little less strong in the face, but she I could see that. Maybe. I'm trying to see if there's something else. But they said that she might be a little too old because she's already ironically, she's already like 30 something. She's 32. So they saying maybe not so much. All right, Phoebe. Who is Phoebe? Phoebe. Oh, okay. Phoebe look young. That looked like a young super, that looked like a young Lois Lane. Okay. I can see it. She's gonna have to go brunette though, because Lois is brunette. No, y'all don't like this one. Look, she was a whole princess and stuff. I don't know. Too much, maybe. I don't know. A little makeup, new wig, color hair. I don't know. Okay. Who's the last one? Samara Weaving. This Margot Robbie's twin. Because she was in that movie and looked just like Margot Robbie. Look at her. Y'all just want Margot Robbie. That's just Margot Robbie. If that ain't Margot Robbie, stop it. Just go get Margot Robbie. Just go get Margot. Stop it. What? That's just her. That's just her. See, and I don't know if she can have that. She might be a little too distracting to be Lois. No, I'll take that back. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Like I say, I'm just looking at these people for the first time. I don't know. Whatever. To be honest with you, I don't even care who they cast because these are the most generic looking roles. Now I will say that Superman, you do kind of want, I don't know, the chiseled jock looking kind of guy, to be Superman. I mean, look, you got to be the definition of a superhero for all other superheroes. Like, we could never look at you like a joke. You know what I'm saying? We can never look at you and be like, man, stop it. That dude ain't stopping no speeding bullets. He ain't stopping no speeding trains. He ain't doing that, So let's see. There were some other points in the article I highlighted here. Let's get to those. It says sources caution that some of the aforementioned are not screen testing and have merely been just in the mix. One insider said the filmmakers and studios are nowhere near a decision. First of all, let me get that back. I call cap. Ain't no way James Gunn don't know who he wants to play Superman right now. Ain't no way. But I'm pretty sure they still got to go through a process. Maybe got to go through some auditions just to be sure. But I'm pretty sure they have a very good idea of who they want right now. Maybe scheduling, they might want to get some backups because sometimes you might want somebody and the scheduling just don't add up, right? Did y'all know, what was it? Kevin Feige had said that instead of Robert Downey Jr., the very first pick that they wanted for Iron Man was Clive Owen. Clive Owen, y'all remember? Y'all don't remember Clive Owen. Hold on. I know y'all don't remember. Let me get that for y'all. Tony Stark, Clive Owen. Yeah, this guy. This could have been y'all Tony Stark. That could have been y'all Tony Stark right there. But they pivoted and moved. And shout out to Jon Favreau, but he got him instead. And don't get me wrong, Clive Owen is actually a really good actor. I loved him in Inside Man. Loved him. I couldn't see him as Tony, but then again, I don't know. Maybe. So anyway, let's see. What else did they say here? This was the interesting part. It says one role that does seem to have only one person earmarked is the classic villain Lex Luthor, and that would be none other than Nicholas Hoult. Says the actor had a previous close call with the DC movie realm when he was the runner-up to play Batman for Matt Reeves, with the role going to Robert Pattinson. Ooh, interesting. Let's take a look, because some of y'all forgot what he looked like. Look at Nicholas Hoult. Look at this right here. Okay, so first of all, nothing about Nicholas Hoult screams Batman to me. Nicholas Hoult, in my opinion, looks like the younger brother for Benedict Cumberbatch. If you wanted to do a Doctor Strange recast, Doctor Strange Jr., that's where I would get Nicholas Hoult. Now, I love Nicholas Holt's acting ability. I like him as an actor, but nothing about what he does tells me or screams Batman or even Superman. Now, I'm going to be a little jawist right now. My man ain't got the jaw. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't see the Superman jaw, and I definitely don't see the Batman jaw. You got to have the strong jaw to fill in with the mask and all that stuff. I don't see it. So that's not there. And again, the acting is going to be there. I get that. However, if you tell me this man is Lex Luthor and he bald, I can see that. I can see this. I can see him potentially being maybe a young, ruthless Silicon Valley, type of person. Basically all the things Jesse Eisenberg tried to do in Batman v Superman but failed. No Jolly Ranchers involved. Stupid. But I can see my man playing Lex Luthor. I can see that. And you do need some good acting ability to play convincingly charismatic villains. Now, I personally have not seen him play a role like Lex Luthor, but I would love to see him push his range to accomplish that. So I'm with this. So y'all let me know. Do y'all have any preferences for who you would like to see as Superman? I'll go through the list real quick so that way y'all can have them and y'all can go ahead and list them out. So David would be one for Clark Kent. Then you got Jacob. If you like Jacob, go ahead and put that. Tom, I'm sorry, my man. Look, no, I'm gonna be nice, but no for me. Andrew, hell no, bro. I gotta delete your thing. I'm sorry, you out of here. And for Lois Lane, how do you like Emma, Rachel, Phoebe, and yeah, Clive's not in the running. But y'all let me know, how did you feel about those potential candidates for Superman and for Lois Lane? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Guys, I think I can humble brag right now. We gonna make it. We are gonna make it. We are not going to hit 3 hours. Yes, I can humble brag right now. I can do that. I'm feeling it in my bones. Feel it. Cal Payne, hear me out. Charles Melton as Superman. Now I gotta go look up Charles Melton. Okay, hold on. Charles Melton. Now don't send me off now. I don't know who this is, so don't send me off. If we can have Dean Cain, I think Charles deserves a chance. All right, let's see. Who is this? Let's see. Well, he's definitely got the jaw. He's definitely got the jaw. That is for sure. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, that's not gonna happen. There's too much backlash. We're unfortunately in a society where the woke mob, or whatever they call them, is gonna be too mad. You cannot have an Asian Superman unless you're gonna make it an Elseworld story. When I tell you, it's already rocky road for DC, for James Gunn, by not casting Henry Cavill as Superman. It's already bumpy. The best thing he wants to do right now is not rock the boat by casting a different ethnicity as Superman. I mean, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be mad if a different person of a different ethnicity plays Superman. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. But from a business perspective, trying to start a new leaf, trying to start on a fresh foot, they're not going to take that kind of risk. I don't see them taking that risk. I don't think they're going to do that. This is the one that's going to set the whole tone. Whoever they get as Superman, and hopefully credit to them, they get somebody who's not super well known, so that way that character can kind of grow with the franchise. Because I didn't know who Henry Cavill was until he became Man of Steel, until he started there, and then he grew into the role. So hopefully they get someone like that. But whoever you get, that's your pillar for the next 5, 10, 15 years. And again, that's no shade to this brother, but they not finna take them chances. They too scary. They're not. I don't even think Marvel would be that bold. I mean, granted, they might have an Asian superhero with Sentry and Stephen Young, but I don't think James Gunn is going to want to rock the boat like that. You're not wrong, but I don't think they would do it. Thank you so much, Cal Payne. I appreciate you. Ms. McKeeba, Margot Robbie equals generic white lady number one. Listen, you messed up. It's generic pretty white lady number one. I'm sorry, but like, she fits the mold for what Hollywood likes. Pretty, blonde hair, good smile. That's all you need. Why do you think they cast her as Barbie? Right? Barbie was the American beauty standard for a long time. So yeah, there are like 5 different women out there, actresses that look like Margot Robbie. I don't have time to pull them all up, but there are Margot Robbie clones out there just walking around. And to be honest, it's really no different than how you see almost every time, especially on Instagram, everybody look like a Kardashian. Everybody looks like Kim Kardashian in terms of their eyebrows, their makeup, their cheekbones, all of this, the lip injections and stuff. Like, the same way the Kardashians have like kind of really established a sense of what the beauty standard is, Margot Robbie's kind of like that for Hollywood right now. I don't want to compare her exactly to it, but she's kind of like the new generation version of Marilyn Monroe. She's kind of embodying that a little bit, but anyway, thank you so much, Ms. McKeeba. I appreciate you. Tyra, what's going on? I take Hero's love interest casting seriously. The wildest thing I ever had to believe is that The Dark Knight did all that for Maggie Gyllenhaal. Why did you choose violence? Why did you choose violence? Tyra, you not wrong. You not wrong. When they upgraded with Katie, no, or was Katie first? I forget. Was Katie Holmes first, or did she come second? Somebody correct me. I don't remember in the movies, but either way, ain't no way you go from Katie Holmes to Maggie. When I saw that, I was confusion. When I saw my man Bruce out here risking it all, I was like, bro, you a whole billionaire. You a whole billionaire. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yo, bro, the Joker did you a favor. What are you doing? For her? You literally had models at your beckoning call. But for her, listen, I don't want to get into that. Because I don't want to get canceled. I don't want to get canceled, but I feel you. I feel you 115 million %. It never made sense. I automatically checked out of the movie right there. I was like, what? Gotham for her? All right. Just my opinion. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. React to the Killers of the Flower Moon trailer, please. Who did that? Let me see. I don't want to get I don't want to get the is that Netflix? I think that's Netflix. Oh no, that's Apple TV. Oh, I don't want them like canceling or demonetizing me. But so I'll just tell you my impressions when I first saw it. So I did watch the trailer for it, Killers of the Flower Moon or whatnot. Now, here's the thing: I was unaware that this was based on a book. I didn't know that, right? And I didn't know that it was based on a real event. And I posted something on Twitter and I was like, yo, help me out. Like, I saw people geeking out over this. I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so great. Oh my God. And I was just like, what are y'all hyped about? Like, again, I didn't know what was going on. I saw Indians. I saw Leonardo DiCaprio playing the white savior. I'm seeing, Native Americans dancing around oil and stuff. And then of course the last line, can you tell the wolf where's the wolf and all that stuff. And I was just kind of like, I need a better trailer because I don't know what this is about or what it's, the story behind it. Now, once I learned about it, I was like, okay, like I didn't know about the story. If this is what the story is going to be about, I'll be interested. Basically, the white man screwing and just doing the worst to Native Americans over oil, greed, stuff like that. So, okay, I'm in there. But to be very honest with you, I was not impressed with the trailer. Now, a lot of people talk about the cinematography and the settings and all that, and I'm like, it didn't do it for me. And that doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just that that's not something that it didn't appeal to me to the point of I gotta go see that. Now, I might go watch the movie and completely change my mind because the movie will be shot and done better. But I'm also not one of those type of people that fawn over Scorsese like that. I really like Leonardo DiCaprio. I love De Niro. And I do appreciate what Scorsese has done, but I'm not one of those type of people that watch those trailers and be like, well, if Scorsese's name's on it, it's got to be good. I don't have that appreciation. I don't have that because I have a lot of criticisms for Taxi Driver. That movie. I think it's incredibly overrated. But I'm interested to the point where I need to see more. So maybe if another trailer comes out and it shows us a little bit more, then I'll go ahead and do it. And I got to run the test to see because I don't know if Apple demonetizes stuff. Like, for example, I wanted to play for y'all the Mission Impossible trailer, but Paramount is stupid and whack, and they demonetize videos just because you advertise and promote and react to them. So I'm not covering their stuff. Same thing with Warner Brothers. They flag you, they give you strikes, take your monetization away. So I'm not messing with them. I got to run some tests first to see if Apple plays nice or not. But hey, if y'all have seen the trailer, let me know what you thought about it. I am curious to see. I'm keeping an open mind about it, but like I said, it just didn't grab me the first time I watched it. I was like, okay, it looks like the Irishman, except in the West and a long time ago. Gangsters and Native Americans. I don't know, but anyway, thank you for that. I appreciate you, brother. Let's see, Tony, what you got? What's your ranking of all the Superman movies? So, I'm probably not going to. I don't really like doing rankings for these type of questions, mainly because I need more time to think about them. So I can't give you all of them, and I don't remember them all off the top of my head. But I would say, golly, I know I still love the first Superman movie with Christopher Reeve, and I forget if the Superman 2 was good or not, but I love the first one. I still have that at my number one, and I think Man of Steel is either my second or third favorite. And the rest of them, I don't really care, because they went off the rails and it was terrible. But yeah, so sorry, I can't really do rankings like that because I'll be here for another hour, and I'd like to have those at least a little bit more planned out in the future. But thank you so much for that. Let's see, Jarrell, what you got? Started from. Thanks for the recommendation, E-Man. God bless. You are very, very welcome. I hope you are also following those breakdown videos so that way you can stay on top of the latest clues and theories and all the things that you clearly missed the first time you watched the show. Thank you so much, Jarrell. I appreciate you. Christopher, what you got? I first saw Henry Cavill in The Count of Monte Cristo as a teen. Oh, okay. You know, oh, he was in that, wasn't he? Gee, I didn't even recognize him. But thank you so much for that, Christopher. I appreciate that reminder. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's go. Somebody had asked, what was it? JN, I believe, was asking about some Kang news. Yeah, we got some Kang news. We got some Kang Dynasty news. And some of y'all might actually like this news more than others. Let's see. So, as it was reported, the person that was writing Kang, the Kang Dynasty, Avengers Kang Dynasty, was the same writer for Ant-Man 3, Jeff Loveness. And we've talked about Jeff, right? We've talked about how Jeff was kind of in his feelings about when people were giving him pushback about what to do with the different characters and MODOKs and whatever and all that stuff, MODOK. And he just wasn't well received. It wasn't well received. And I don't think he took it very well. I mean, he was talking about, oh, well, you know, I went to the theater and I heard people laughing at MODOK, so I think it's all good. No, it's not. And I told you, no, it's not, because just because people laugh at your stuff don't mean that it's good. They might laugh at it and forget the whole story you're talking about, and then your whole movie is boo-boo to them. But hey, you got a cheap laugh. So, you know, there was some hope that this guy was going to learn from his mistakes, that he was going to, like, you know, maybe figure things out. And, you know, like, look, you don't always want to throw the writer away just because they made one mistake. But at the same time, it's one thing to mess up on an Ant-Man 3 movie. It's another thing to put that same person in the same position for an Avengers movie. The Avengers movies, you ain't got no wiggle room with that. You can't sit here and pull your little Rick and Morty humor in no Avengers Kang Dynasty. This ain't the time to do that. Why? Because there's money on the line. Okay? This ain't the time to give us Thor Love and Thunder with an Avengers title attached to that. This is a movie that has all the potential in the world to make $2 billion minimum. You gonna risk that on the guy that gave you MODOK and his little booty? You gonna risk that on the guy who gave you I Have Holes on the gooey guy? Well, reportedly right now, and this is just a rumor, Marvel ain't having it. That's right. Ant-Man 3 writer Jeff Loveness reportedly is off Avengers the Kang Dynasty as of today, but this is, again, just a rumor. It says, according to the Hot Mike's Jeff Snyder, who is a reliable scooper, Jeff Loveness, who was enlisted to pen the next installment of the superhero team-up franchise shortly after delivering his script for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, is off the project, and he parted ways with the movie before the WGA strike. Can we do a 5-minute ovation? 7-minute? 6-minute? We ain't got to do it for real. Just let me know how many minutes we got to give for this ovation. Y'all let me know how many. I ain't standing right now, but just tell me how many minutes do we have to give to this ovation? Let me tell you something. This lets me know Marvel's coming back. A lot of y'all, and don't get me wrong, a lot of people were saying, yo, Marvel has fallen off. We all know, it's common knowledge. You ain't giving no hot take right now if you say Phase 4 was mid of Marvel. We know. We all agree. With that said, the second my man Chapek hit the door and Iger came back, my man said, hold on, wait a minute. Every single character don't need a sequel. I'm looking at you, Thor. I'm looking at you, Ant-Man. What are we doing? Hey, making these mediocre movies for these characters don't nobody care about, and they not making money. Okay? So my man was like, look, we got to slow down. We can't be doing the same pace that we were doing with the pandemic. Now, during the pandemic, it was different because people needed content. Everybody was watching. There was a race for subscribers. It was a different time. Now people are comfortable going back to theaters. Now the theaters are still, and I've told y'all they were never going to go away. I told y'all this. We in 2023. I told y'all this in 2020. Theaters were never going to go away. There's too much money to be made. That's where the money resides. So Bob Iger came back and said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to slow down. Kevin Feige, you got your old position back. We getting rid of all that middleman nonsense that was stopping you. Go back to how you were doing in phase 3 when everything was fire and go back and cook. Ain't nobody asking you to do no fast food no more. I want you to go back there and slow roast and smoke and boil that sucker and just take your time to cook up everything in the MCU. So now it's like instead of Kevin Feige being stretched all over the place, trying to do all this little stuff here and there and having very little quality control, Marvel is slowly but surely coming back on track. And this is why I've told y'all, I don't believe we're going to see it. We're not going to see that change until 2024, maybe 2025. But right now, we're seeing the pieces get put in motion. We're seeing the decisions that are being made. We won't see the byproduct until later. Okay, so hold off. But because a lot of things that we see in 2023 and maybe a little 2024, that's still from the Chapek era. That's still from the era when things were mid. But things after that, it's going to get better. And this right here lets me know, Marvel, y'all listening. Perfect indication is look at Captain Marvel. When Captain Marvel came out, I already told y'all that movie made $1 billion only because of circumstance. It was not because of quality. Let's be 100 about that, okay? Because don't nobody sit here and say, I want to go back and watch Captain Marvel. No, you don't. No, you don't. The vast majority. I ain't saying nobody, but the vast majority, no, y'all not. So Marvel was like, wait a minute. Nah, we ain't going to repeat that. The writers, directors, you're out of here. We going to put in Nia DaCosta and have that sister give a crack at that. Okay, cool. Now, I already have my concerns about the Marvels. I've made a whole video about that. Y'all can check it out. But Marvel was about that change. And that is what I can respect. I respect and honor when they are able to change. When I'm watching basketball, for example, I'm watching the Warriors, I'm watching the Lakers, I'm watching the Bulls, whatever. The one thing that I've always respected, especially in the playoffs, yeah, a team might lose, but that's not the definition of the team. The definition of the team is what do you do in the face of adversity? What do you do? What changes? What adjustments do you do mid-game, mid-series? How do you adapt? Do you let it break you? And that's why I have so much respect for Marvel, because Marvel is not perfect. Okay, let me say it again. Marvel is not perfect at all. Marvel makes a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. Okay. However, they also adapt and they also change. They know when something hits and to work with that, and they know when something misses and to pivot. Okay. So I'm happy that they was like, you know what? And again, this is a rumor. It's a rumor right now. It's not confirmed. But again, this is from the same guy that told y'all about Harrison Ford playing Red Hulk. So, you know, he's pretty reliable, or his sources are reliable. So right now I'm sitting here like, yo, if Marvel did indeed get rid of him, it gives me more optimism that now the ship is getting righted in the right direction. It's getting steered in the right direction. So I love it. I am very, very happy to hear about this rumor. Again, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. But for now, I'm with it. For now, I'm with it. So y'all let me know, how do you feel about this Kang Dynasty update? Ant-Man 3 writer is out of here. How do you feel about it? Does it give you hope for the future? Are you a little worried? Because we don't know who's going to write it now. That's still up in the air. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's see. We got another Marvel update here. It actually is about probably one of their best shows, and that is Loki season 2. We finally have an official release date. Loki season 2 is going to premiere on Disney Plus on October 6th. And Disney had just announced that, and that was actually really good news, right? Like, okay, let's get back to form. By the way, Jonathan Majors is still going to be in there. He's already filmed his scenes. Now, I don't think that will take him off the table. If he's found guilty, Marvel might delete some scenes or something. They've done stuff like that before. But he's already shot all his stuff anyway. Who knows how big of a role he's going to have, but I will say that I am very interested in what's going to happen in Loki season 2. But that was not the news that was startling about what was going on with Marvel. What is actually going on and kind of got people raising an eyebrow is what's going on with Echo, because Echo is also supposed to debut a little bit later, and but there's a little change up here. There's a change up. So according to Marvel Studios, Loki is coming out streaming October 6th. Okay, but then all the episodes of Echo are gonna drop November 29th. All of them at once, which means you can binge all of Echo when it comes out. Now this is definitely a change up. And remember, I told you, I love it when Marvel changes stuff up. Now, I've already told y'all before my theory and my perspective when it comes to weekly versus binge-worthy stuff. When you have a great show, when you have an awesome show, and a show that gives you more than 30 minutes, don't be giving me that little nonsense. I'm talking about like a good 45 minutes to an hour of content. Give it to us weekly, because there's enough meat on the bones. We could chew on that, let it sit, marinate, think about it, talk about it with our friends, come on back, and then boom, we here for another episode. Like Stranger Things. That'd be a perfect weekly episode. However, when you have shorter type of content, less filling type of content, you got to let that sucker ride. Just go ahead and let me binge it. She-Hulk would have been a perfect example of that. I did not need to wait week to week for She-Hulk at all. Did not have to do that. Y'all could have gave me that and I would have been like, boom, boom, boom. All right, show's all right. It's cool. It's funny. Haha, I laughed. Moving on. And there are pros and cons to this, right? When a show is happening on the week, like on a weekly basis, and let's just say it's getting more popular, guess what happens? Your numbers start to go up and you have a longer time to stay relevant because, oh my gosh, have y'all seen Wednesday? Oh my gosh, have y'all seen Cobra Kai? Have y'all seen Stranger Things? Oh man, let me dive in. Let me watch. Let me catch this so I can be a part of the weekly conversation and your numbers go up. However, if your show sucks, Boba Fett, that's gonna hurt. If you still out here doing the weekly stuff and your show week after week after week gets weaker and weaker and weaker, that word of mouth is like, yo, did you see how bad this sucks? Yo, I stopped watching this. Yo, I didn't even know this show still came on. Ugh. You don't want that. So I have to ask the question at this point, is Echo trash? Because I ain't gonna lie, I was not a fan of Hawkeye in the first place, and Echo was even less interesting, in my opinion. I just didn't care. And in case you didn't know, Echo was the Native American girl in the series. She was kind of raised by Kingpin, but then she found out that Kingpin was the one that was responsible for her father's death. So now she's out for revenge. Da 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 da. and she has a connection with Daredevil in some extent. Now, the closest thing I was interested in this series was the fact that Daredevil was going to show up. That's it. Outside of that, I don't care about Echo. I don't feel like the Hawkeye series did a good enough job to build up the interest for me to personally care about Echo. Now, maybe some of y'all do. I personally don't. However, for Marvel to sit here and say Loki, that we know is a hit, that we know will bring attention to Disney Plus, it might even bring subscribers, we're going to keep that weekly. But that Echo thing, y'all can have that real quick. Y'all go ahead and just binge that real quick. It's on us. Just go ahead. Y'all like this series? Because it sounds like Marvel Studios just like, just throw it in there. See what happens. Because the thing is, in my opinion, when you binge something and you don't have to wait weeks in between, I feel like it lessens the blow, right? Like if it's not that good, oh well, you only spent a couple of hours and you're going to forget about it anyway. So I'm a little concerned about this. Now, this article here tried to come up with some other excuse. It did say here one potential answer is that it was a decision driven by the overall Disney Plus schedule. The streaming service is expected to have Star Wars: The Skeleton Crew release in November or December, and Disney's preference is not having new Star Wars and MCU shows competing with each other. That might be a factor in the release strategy. Nah. You know why I call BS on that? Because Marvel's already been delaying stuff. They've already shuffled up the schedule and stuff like that. So if it was a conflict of scheduling, they would have just shifted it around. They would have moved it. This sound like they don't trust the movie or the show. It sound like they ain't feeling it. That's the impression I'm getting. So y'all let me know. What do you think? Do you think that this is a scheduling issue? Do you think that maybe Marvel thinks that, like, well, if y'all binge it, maybe y'all like it more? I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let's see. Tony, what you got? I'm sorry. I'm sure that Jeff Loveness is a very nice guy, while his script for Ant-Man and the Wasp was fine, but I feel it needed more rewrites, and honestly, I think it's for the best that he's out of the Kang dynasty. And I completely agree with you on all of that. I've told y'all this before, that the pattern that I've noticed for a lot of the Marvel movies that have underperformed has been stupid, goofy, slapstick humor. They've been doing too much of it, and I feel like they've relied on it too much. At this point, the only movie I want to see that has like crazy humor from the MCU is probably anything with Ms. Marvel, like in her individual show, She-Hulk, okay, in your individual show. But from a movie, probably Deadpool. That's the only thing I'm going into to really laugh out loud. Ant-Man had decent appeal, but when you go back and look at the other Ant-Man movies, they're not that silly. They have a couple silly moments here and there, but they're still within the realm of being grounded, where it's not like overly corny, So yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I do think that a lot of the issues were in the writing, like, and they just screwed it up. I mean, the way that they treated Kang was terrible. Kang came in, Jonathan Majors did a wonderful performance, but y'all let him get beat up by some ants? Like, what are we doing? Like, how is that supposed to set the mood? How does that set the stage for this guy who's supposed to be like the overarching villain of the entire saga? I mean, if Thanos came through and got beat up by some ants, you think anybody would take him seriously? That's bad writing, bro. That's bad writing. Anyway, thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate you. And like I said, I totally agree with you. Let's see. Is this we almost done? Okay, we're almost done here. Last topic, and I'm only gonna do this because this is a spoiler. Again, I don't know if y'all have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy volume 3. Personally, I think that this is long overdue. So the spoiler, I mean, look, you still ain't seen it, like go see it if you haven't. But if you don't want the ending spoiled or anything like that, this is the time you got to bounce. This is the time you got to go. I'm giving you a spoiler alert. So TikTok, 3, 2, 1, peace. Love y'all. Have a good one. All right, whatever. So, with that spoiler alert said, James Gunn has apparently confirmed that the fate of the high evolutionary was actually shown in the movie, and they have a deleted scene that did not get shown, so maybe it shows up on Disney Plus or whatever. But they went ahead and told us about it. Hold on, here it is. So the ending has a massive villain twist that we all missed. So, and it happens in like a small frame, and maybe y'all can see that right here. Do y'all see that right there? Remember, at the end of the movie, this is where the high evolutionary ship was exploding. The Guardians saved all these animals, as you can see. But like this right here, in case y'all didn't know, that is actually the high evolutionary. That's right. So apparently, and we didn't notice because who could tell from this? And it was only this shot. The high evolutionary was carried and saved at the end of the movie. And according to James Gunn, basically the high evolutionary is going to be in prison, in some sort of prison on nowhere. So there you go. Now we know where the high evolutionary is. Obviously, this sets things up for him to come back in some way, shape, or form, which I'm definitely down for because Chuck Woody I thought he did a fantastic job with this role. His performance was one of the standouts for me. But if you ever were thinking, yo, can we get some more? Sure. He's fine. He's just locked up right now. So anyway, that's it, guys. We did it. Oh, I'm so proud of y'all. We did it. That's all we got. We made it under 3 hours. Take that, replay gang. Because y'all was finna clown me. I know somebody was finna clown me on the replay gang. Like, man, E-Man finna hit them 3 hours anyway. No, I didn't. 30 minutes to spare. Anyway, I want to thank y'all so much for taking the time to hang out with your boy and to go over all of this stuff. I have a lot of interesting potential good news coming up. Actually had some folks blowing up my phone, which is kind of crazy. So stay tuned. Might be seeing me on some things. I don't know, but we will see. But of course, I'm going to be working on some From videos. So if you haven't been watching From, you should be. I am going to have what is it, season 1 episode 5 dropping very soon, and then I'll do the season 2 as well. And yeah, and I got some interviews that I'm going to drop for y'all as well. So anyway, y'all take it easy, wash your hands, wash your butts, have a fantastic weekend. Feel free to keep commenting if you like. And I will see y'all next week. Peace.